Now, from the combined newsrooms of KARK4 and Fox 16, breaking news coverage.
And hello to you. I'm Mitch McCoy here at KARK4 and Fox 16 in our digital studios. We have a breaking news alert we want to let you know about. Governor Asa Hutchinson moments ago just announced 53 deaths in the last 24 hours related to COVID-19. This by far is the deadliest day in the COVID-19 pandemic since this crisis started earlier this year. Let's go right to the very latest numbers coming in here into our newsroom, and on the side of your screen you're looking at the status board. This is the updates the Department of Health issues us every single day. It's available to you as well. But let's get right to the numbers related to COVID-19 in the state of Arkansas as the state records its deadliest day of COVID-19 in 24 hours. 53 deaths total here, the governor just announced moments ago. There are 1,118 new cases of COVID-19 that the governor announced today. There are 3 additional people on a ventilator right now, and there are 23 fewer hospitalizations. These numbers just released by Governor Asa Hutchinson moments ago. This is a crisis in the middle of a crisis. We have heard from hospital officials that this day might be coming, and it would appear, at least on the very, very early onset of the numbers released today, that Arkansas is headed down a very deadly path. As we know, hospitalizations are on the rise, and we also are starting to see this death toll drastically increase. We've heard from Dr. Cam Patterson in recent weeks, the chancellor at UAMS, alert us to a possible surge in deaths. This was from the UAMS College of Public Health, and UAMS 2 weeks ago announced that Arkansas would have more COVID-19 deaths in the next 2 weeks than the entire 4 months of the pandemic. A very grim day in the COVID-19 pandemic. We want to show you the board here. This is the status board that the Department of Health issues out, and I've talked a little bit about these total cases. The darker the blue represents more cases. This is the active cases. And from time to time, I reference I don't know what other word to use other than the death map, but this is the death map. And just a couple of weeks ago, some of these counties were still in the white shade. They are slowly becoming more blue. And the darker the blue, the more it's represented in that county. We're going to keep using this map from time to time as we start to see this death rate increase. A very grim reminder to how serious this pandemic is and how our hospitalizations are on the brink. That is the words Dr. Cam Patterson warning us that the hot parts of the healthcare system may collapse if the death rate continues at the rate it is. We are checking in with our local hospitals right now. We will have much more on this story as it develops. Of course, our newscast begins at 5 p.m. on Channel 4, Fox 16 News at 5:30, KARK.com, Fox16.com on this story as it continues to develop. But if you're just joining us, Arkansas just recorded its deadliest day in the COVID-19 pandemic since this crisis started months ago, back in March. 53 deaths in a 24-hour period. We'll have much more on this story as it continues to develop, but for right now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to sign off here. We're going to go in the middle of our 4 p.m. news, do a quick update for those folks on the TV side. And of course, we'll have much more on this story on all of our digital platforms, our website, our mobile phone app, as we learn more about COVID-19 and the impacts that it's now, it could be having on our hospital system here in the state. For now, I'm Mitch McCoy. Have a good afternoon.